Better cut in before the game's demo spoils everything. We're a long way from having full fields like that. So it's Simulation Sunday, and we're going to be playing some Harvest Moon Back to Nature. This is a blast from the past for me, and it's really the game that got me into simulations, I guess? Yeah, well, let's go with that. But let's get the game going to begin with. So we're going to be off to Mineral Town, run by Mayor Thomas here. I don't think he actually does any governing whatsoever, but he's the one that's going to be inviting us in. And he wants to know a few facts about us. Start as our name, and we have a male protagonist, so as ever, they're going to be called Marvin. And birthday, I'll just use my birthday, as I always do, fall 9. We don't have months, we just have seasons, spring, summer, fall, and winter. And the name of the farm is going to be Molten Farm. I could ask you for a name, but I won't. And now... oh yeah, the dog... okay. Since this is a blast of the past, I'll name it after my childhood dog, Homer, not to be confused with the Simpson. And we'll enjoy a lengthy opening. Now we're pretty much at the end of the opening as Mayor Thomas lays down, well, the deck to me. I've got to get this farm up and running within 3 years or else they're going to kick me out. It's quite a reclusive village here. The joke is the actual requirements are laughable. I think you have to plant 101 things in total and ship 10 crops and get at least one girl to like you for a value of 500. And all of those will be ignored if you marry someone within the 3 years. That's loads of time to do it, but that's not really what we're here for. We're here to enjoy some Simulation Sunday, because I played some Stardew Valley, and I wasn't overly taken with it, but it did remind me of Back to Nature, a game I played quite some time ago. It was one of the games you would find in the bargain bin around here, because it never really took off. Nobody I knew ever played this. But my middle brother, around the time that this came out, he'd gotten his first job and was on a bit of a power trip with making money for the first time. So he bought me a couple of games, some shooting war game and this. And I gotta say, thank you brother, for all your bloody weirdness. You did introduce me to something really good. So let's get equipped with the tools of our trade and get farming. As ever, if there's an issue with the audio or visual, I trust you'll keep me in the right. So we didn't really need a scythe or a hammer for what we're doing. Let me see if I can get the controls here. Alright, there we go. Watering can, hoe, and axe. Now there's a fun little trick you can do in this game. Right off the bat, you can just go ham with your items in the house and you won't pass out, but we're not going to be doing that here. We just want to have a nice comfy farming experience, right? Oh, hello again, Thomas. So he came to show me around. I know my way around, but I might as well take him up on the offer, right? Oh, so he's so happy about it. Let's do this. Him being there is the reason that you can glitch your weapons in your home. The reason you would do that is to build up experience with them. So we can go to the poultry farm or the Yodel Ranch if we take a right here. That's where we will have to go when we want to get some animals. Blacksmith is vital since we need to upgrade our tools there. Don't know why I said improved in quotation marks there. And perhaps the most important place in the game, the orchard. This is where we get wine. If we wish to seduce Karen, and you always wish to seduce Karen, we're gonna need a lot of wine. There are 5 bachelorettes in this game. Karen is one of them. One of the others is Mary, who is residing inside that library. This is not one of the bachelorettes. Good old Ellen. And massive spoiler, she does not die in Back to Nature. It's quite similar to Harvest Moon 64, but with some remarkable changes. 1, Ellen will survive. Thomas's son is the policeman of the place. I think his name is Haddis. It has been a long time since I played this, many years. Local supermarket to get lost in. Ran by a... well, we'll get to the characters later, I think. Let's hope we don't spend much time in the clinic. So I really like this game because, to me, it's the ultimate comfy game. That and you make loads of money in it, but comfort plus money is just grand. It's most of the reason that Euro Truck Sim sits so well with me. And a big part of any Harvest Moon or Rune Factory game are the festivals. We'll get at least a few of those every month. But we've joined the town on the 2nd of January, so we just missed the New Year's celebrations. There'll be some soon enough. Thanks for the guide there, Thomas, but get out of my face. There's money to be made. Towering Tipping is asking the platform of this game. This is for the PlayStation 1 or the PSP. Alright, thanks for the help, Thomas. And from here we have full control. We can do whatever we want. We could go back to our bed and just sleep forever if we want. But maybe this man, Zach, will keep us on the right path. Zach's telling us that we'd better throw goodies into the bin if we want to make some money. The bin is not something you can interact with other than throwing stuff in. That's something that was definitely improved on in later versions. But this is only, what, the third Harvest Moon game, so that was a lot of refinement to come. And then a lot of things to just go off the wall. Man, Tales of Two Towns and Island of something or other. Man, they dropped the ball there. So it's now 8 AM. It's 24 hours in a day. And we got to use them as best we can. Or not. First thing I'm going to do is grab my dog. Or my puppy. And chuck the puppy in the house. He gets a little heart. He'll be happy if you hug him once a day. And also, strangely enough, you increase his happiness by whistling to him. So there we go. Do that once a day. It's all we need to keep him happy. So, as I said, we just missed the New Year's Festival. But on the next Sunday, there's going to be the Spring Goddess Festival. It's going to take a lot of work to be able to invite a girl to that, but that's not insurmountable. You can check out the TV, and I want to check the weather report. And the anime girl on the screen who looks really clear. Wow, never looked that clear on my TV. Is telling me that we're going to have rain tomorrow. Tomorrow it's reindeer. And by pressing down, we'll check out my favourite show in the game, Life on the Farm, which is a complete tutorial for the game spanning every single day. So there are 120 episodes of it. And yeah, like I said, it'll go through everything. So it's some cute farmer girl and a puppet. That's awesome. Okay, I didn't even read what they had to say because, well, I should never get cocky about myself for anything, but I know how to play this game. We got no mail. You very seldom get mail, but people that like you will give you a message on your birthday. First things first, we need to clear out a space to actually do some farming. Now, I do not want to wreck these rocks too soon, because they are the only thing in the game, off the top of my head at least, which are limited and you can't get more of. Even if there's a hurricane, it's not going to drop more rocks onto your farm, which wouldn't be an issue, except they are necessary for one recipe, so save your rocks. And it doesn't cost any stamina to just pull out weeds, it just costs a little more time, so I got no problem doing that. How old were you when you first played this game, Jake? I can't remember. Now, this game was released in 2000, when I was 9/10 years old. Born on the 9th month of 1990, right here. What are we going to do then? Let's grab that axe and get chopping. We're going to need some wood where we're going, so we might as well take care of the sticks there. So 9 or 10 when this game came out, but when I actually got it, maybe I was closer to 12 or 13. That sounds about right. Okay, I'm still taking a moment to get used to the controls here because, like I said, it's been a long time since I've played it. Here we are at the menu, gives us a lowdown how many chickens, cows, sheep, etc. we have. And there'll be hearts next to people and things when they have affection for us. Clearly we've shipped nothing. These are the harvest sprites. I don't think we're going to be using them much. They're only really good for harvesting. Right, what am I doing now? Let's get planting. So, I think I start with 500 ducats. I am going to be planting in a certain formation that allows me to do maximum yieldage for my time. There are big rocks and big stumps on my farm that I can't actually do anything with until I upgrade my goodies. It'll be a wee while before that happens. So there we go. I'm going to want to buy some seeds to plant there, or else I'm going to be going nowhere fast. So let's do just that. Subpar Gatsby says, holy nostalgia. This is quite the nostalgia trick. But I like to believe that this game still stands up now. We're dropping in on the blacksmith. Time is frozen whenever you're indoors. Now, I don't know everything about this game, but I know almost everything about this game. If you have any questions about it, be sure to ask. So, this man, I believe, is called Greg. He's bored of being a blacksmith. For some reason, it says Uma on his cap, I think. Now, people don't like us very much. They're not about to open up to us, and this guy's not about to open up to his bedroom. Sadly. But how's it going? I believe you're Grey, right? He's asking what he can do for us. Well, we can't really get anything from him. We do not have the dosh or anything, really, so we'll just leave them throwing devices. All they were saying was, don't be a scrub and plant summer spreads and sing. That's fine, I know to get spring items. We'll stop by the orchard as well. Yeah, the rocks are also indestructible fences. That and a recipe. But there's absolutely no reason to use fences in this game. Not at all. So, this is Mana. She talks a lot. And the first thing she wants to tell us about is her daughter that ran off. And thanks to that, her husband, Duke, drinks himself to sleep every night. I really like that. You're not afraid to have a drunkard character in this game. Do you mind if I keep talking? I feel lonely. Oh, my lonely housewife here, following the long tradition of Harvest Moon and Rune Factory games to have the most attractive characters unweddable. Oh, if we head upstairs, which amazingly we can. Is it going to let us into here? No, I think we have to increase affection to have these doors openable. But Mana's daughter ran away, but they keep her room all nice and tidy up there. Isn't that wonderful? Better check by here because it has opening times. Closed on Saturdays. Later versions of Harvest Moon and Rune Factory got a lot more flexible on the whole opening times thing. I mean, what kind of new neighbour would we be if we didn't go and introduce ourselves to people? So you're Basil, right? I think he's Basil. Now, in this game you can grow crops and flowers, but flowers will not get you any money. They make you money in later games for sure. Hello, Mary. First bachelorette that we interact with, and she has a black heart towards us, which means she sees us as a complete stranger. It goes up in colour until it hits throbbing red, which is when they want to marry you. Of course, much like EU4, opinion and affection levels, well, if someone likes you doesn't mean you like them. I forget this lady's name because she's so irrelevant, and she looks so condescending, so we're going to leave her to it. She can run her family however she wants. And I think the library is going to be shut at the moment, unless... No, nobody's going to deal with it. Alright, but I want to catch that old man there. He runs the Yodel farm, or Yodel ranch. Oh, he's going off to the hot springs. Can't remember that guy's name. Let's just call him Yodel for now. He's got a little girl, Mary. So, hello Ellen, it's good to see that you're still alive. So in here is Ellen and Stu, and I believe the nurse as well, although maybe she sleeps at the clinic, I can't quite remember. Good old Stu, he's a cool little kid. So very cute. Alright, we'll leave them to it. Maybe I can grab some food from the fridge. Nah. I don't use the kitchen at all anymore, just when Ellie comes home. So Ellen is old and decrepit and stuck in her chair, but... well, that's her problem. Gotta be careful with your items, because if you throw items on the ground, they will smash and be gone forever. And if you do it outside of your farm, it will count as littering. And littering has the effect that everybody likes you a little less, and it becomes harder to fish items out of the ocean until you go and atone for your crimes by confessing in the church. So, Mayor Thomas here, he's a nice guy, right? At least he accepts the fact that running a farm is going to be difficult. I think this guy's called Kano. Photographer, right? He wants to show people and animals live together. That's very nice. I don't think this guy has anything else to say to you. He really doesn't do anything in the town. But he is there, and I just think that's really sweet. K-Dev 101 is saying, remember, Mary is the purest candidate for marriage. Purity freaks need not apply around here. Stop by the supermarket, source of all of our wealth, and it's cutscene time. So there is Doctor. He's a bit of an asshole. And there's Jeff, the clerk. Well, he says he's Doctor, but judging by that thing on his head, I think he's Metal Man. I didn't understand this as a kid. I thought, what's the problem with them using credit cards? What's that woman's name again? Is it Anne? It's probably not relevant. And we didn't get to see this guy earlier, but this is Duke the Drunkard. Buying up some flour and saying put it on my tab, but Jeff is a bit of a wet blanket. I can't stand wet blanket MCs, but Jeff is not an MC, and this is no anime, so we're going to tell Duke he's got to pay up. And Karen's got our back. This is Karen, Jeff's daughter. And Duke has to forfeit the ducat. So we chose the right decision there, which means Karen likes us a little bit better. Good way to meet a stranger, get off on the right foot. Still a black heart, that will turn into blurple... I forget the affection points required. Maybe it's 5,000. Yeah, I think it's 5,000. So there we go. How's it going, Jeff? Talk to me. Okay, Jeff's quite a tragic character, but he'll be alright. So I need to start thinking about what I want here. I would love to have the basket. It is one of the best money-making items you can get, but it costs 5,000 ducats, which we don't have. We only have 400. And what do we have here? I really want a bigger rucksack. But again, it's expensive. We don't have the money, but it gives us aspiration. What we're going to have to do is pick up some seeds. Now clearly I don't have a hothouse, and each bag we get to have 9 seeds. He likes to talk a lot, so cucumber will give us a better money in the long term, but I need to pull up some crops quick, so let's get 4 bags of turnip seeds. That sounds about right for now. Hello Lucky, still bathing in the light of having completed the mega marathon first. Well done to you. Alright, we're going to leave Jeff to it. We grabbed our 4 bags of seeds. We're good to go. Might as well check out the hospital while we're here. It's not a large town, but we should get to know it. And hey presto, scene time again, but this time with this girl. So we got some, we got a cut, but it's not excruciating. We're a hard ass. No pain at all here. She's going to sterilize us up. Thank you. I can't remember your name at all. I really should know your name. Ellie? Oh well. Hello, Doctor. Don't know when I managed to cut myself. Maybe it was when I was dragging my hoe around the farm. No, Ellen is the old lady. Yes, that's... Ellie is the nurse. I'll do my best to remember that. Okay, we're coming up to the best character in the game. Well, maybe second best. Enter... Wait, no, he's not here. The pastor should be right here giving his sermon, but he seems he's gone away. Instead, let's talk to Cliff. Cliff is just here being really miserable. He's committed some kind of crime and he is, Okay, Pastor Carter's in the confession booth. We might as well confess. Tell me what you have done. Razzed a villager, littered, named my animal something funny. I razzed a villager. It's alright, the goddess has forgiven you. Oh, hello, aristocrat. There we go. We'll introduce ourselves properly to the pastor without just going in for a confession later on. But this is the church. We'll be coming here if any of our animals die. We will try to make sure that doesn't happen. But round the back here, easily missed, is the harvest creature's hut. They're little guys who will help me with my farm if I'm so inclined. I am not in any way inclined, although I love their catchy little tunes with the music here. So here's the leader, Chef. They really do not like to work for you in the spring. They still will you if you ask them often enough. And they're apparently having some kind of tea party. What you want to do is bring these guys gifts if you want them to work for you. Flour works best because it's cheap and plentiful and easy to get, but I really don't care. I can manage my own farm. We'll leave them to it. BGA 9 is asking if I'm making all the ducats. I've just lost all my money. So here's Mary. She's taken a bit of an interest in Greg here, asking what's going on. You're Saibara's grandson, right? Aren't you working at the blacksmith? Oh, but he doesn't want to be here anymore. He wants to go back to the city. Come on, life is alright around here. I think what he's looking for is marriageable candidates that don't look like they're 10 years old. Actually, even that's pushing it for Mary. So we've introduced ourselves, or at least met, Mary, Karen, and Ellie. Still 2 more to go. That would be Popuri and Anne, of course. Is it Anne or Anna? I forget, and we'll find out now. And I think I'll leave it to chat to decide which girl we're going to hunt down. I don't know if someone can toss up a quick straw poll between Karen, Ellie, Anne or Anna? And the other girls. Something to go by. Okay, so straight off we're meeting the tomboy, who is of course the superior girl in the game. And we've just arrived here, first time in the village, going to the bar, restaurant, hotel, and the father says, "What do you think of my daughter?" Well, I'm a go-getter, so she seems pretty cute. As we can see, she's a bit of a tomboy. Her mother was all the same. There's all this implication that so many people have died. This is Broken Homes Village. But she's overhearing us, asking, what's going on? Private matter indeed. Is this guy Doug? Okay, Doug and Anne. 2-person family. How cute. So, he reminds us that we don't do takeout, so we can't buy things here to give to others, but I'm going to buy some water. Because it's free, and I'm a cheapskate. Delicious. Okay, so what else have we got going on here? Couple of rooms up top, but nobody's around. Cliff is actually renting this room right here. But Cliff is out feeling sorry for himself in the church, so we'll leave him be. Alright, if KDev put up a straw poll, I think if some mod posts that, it'll go up as a sticky. And then I can check it out. Oh, got the housewives in the center. They seem to be missing one of their number though. Mana loves to talk. She is a pain to befriend because you're going to hear the same text over and over from her. Although she does point out that we don't really speak. I forget this lassie's name again, but the housewives are not all that important, right? Well, while we're going around, might as well check out the beach. What a peaceful place. But there isn't really much going on here until summertime. If I come here, I think on a Saturday evening, I'll run into some oddball who goes fishing. I forget his name, but he gives us a pole. Mana should be in the pool. It's criminal, really. Yeah, mana is some hot stuff. Okay, enter Yodel Ranch. Let's see if we can't make our way in. Okay, no, it's locked. Why is it so locked? The cows here are always healthy. What a pity. Might ransack this place later on. Pepperan says, I thought this was a farming simulator, not a talking simulator. Well, if anything, it's a life simulator. Final girl and rival introduction here. Rick and Popuri. Childhood friends, I think? Or are they brother and sister? I forget. It's probably not important. Rick, how's it going? Hello, you're Marvin, guess? You heard us arguing. Okay, so stray dog killed a hen. Again, they're not too shy about talking about death and alcoholism and all that jazz in this game. Okay, so it's all Popuri's fault. So even if the straw poll says go for Popuri, I'm going to be ignoring that. Well, I might as well go and get her. I'm a nice guy after all. I hope she's still up there. I'm being told Karen is winning. Karen is so expensive. Well, I'll have a look at it later on. Alright, now here we are by the lumberjack's place. Let's grab this stuff. The bluegrass is worth some manola, and these flowers are Karen's favourite flower. So let's pick them up. It gets dark fairly early. I like this guy. Big, beefy, lives alone. It's my kind of guy. So he's taking a break at the moment and he tells me he doesn't accept any orders. I can come here to either buy his wood or get him to make an extension. Lewis does absolutely nothing other than hang out in Goats' hut here. And he studies bees. He loves to be given honey, and that's about it. Yeah, Goats is most likely the best character in the game. He's just too cool for school. This is the most important area right here. We've got the hot springs, and if we chill out in the hot springs, we're going to... Oh, right, bamboo shoots. We're going to gather that. Oh, snap, I don't have space for it. I hope she doesn't think this is a gift for her. She doesn't. Okay, Popuri is mad because Rick doesn't like her, so we'll offer up our sympathies. And she's just crying over that dead hen. Goats is also not in the pool. That is quite sad. Speaking of sad, she's all teary-eyed. I think this is the only time you see her with a teary-eyed smile. Man, I do not like Popuri. Too immature. Alright, but I need to race my way home. Because I have a very small backpack. It only holds 2 items, and there's plus 1 item that I can hold in my hand. And if you're holding an item and you talk to somebody, they're going to think it's a present for them and go, oh, thank you! And that's not what we're going for around here. Let's jump into our chicken coop, because it's got a box for shipping items. Ship the bluegrass and ship the... Words failing me here. Bamboo shoot. Now let's keep on going. There should be more bamboo shoots, and... I think I'm just going to toss this away. Yeah, might as well. Oh, that was a mistake. I just threw away, I think, 100 gold worth of goodies. But you can't win them all. Let's grab the bamboo shoot. It's her fault, Jake. I'd cry over losing a good large egg producer too. Don't worry, you can breed yourself more. There we go. That should make us a few ducats when delivery man Zach shows up. But we have a few issues. One is that I have not planted anything, so let's fill up our watering can. Equip our... Oh, that's right, I didn't have space for the seeds that I picked up. So he sent them home into my chest. So we don't really need the axe for now. I will definitely want it once I have a better, or rather bigger backpack. So what I'm going to do is spread my seed. You got to stand in the middle, and there we go. Covers the, or rather it seeds up the square that you're standing on and the 8 around you. And let's get watering. Now, the later it is, the more tired your character gets. See, he's there wiping his brow. There's two different trackers, your fatigue and your stamina. Normally, once your stamina hits 0, you're going to start clocking up fatigue. And lack of fatigue is going to make you sleep in. You don't want that, I'm telling you that much. And if you completely run out of it, you pass out. So my guy is getting a bit tired here, but that's just too bad, he's got a job to do. I'm going to water up all of our juicy crops there, they should be done in 4 days I believe. Fill up the watering can and then get to work because our day is not done. There we go, let's grab the hoe. Why did you choose that donut shape for the seeds, Jake? We'll find out in just a few days. We're going to go mining for a bit here because there's a mine behind the waterfall and it is the greatest source of early game wealth in the game. There's junk ore that is absolutely useless, but in all areas except the extreme edge, you'll notice, I'm not going down that just yet, you'll notice that I'm picking up something and putting it in my rucksack. That is 10 gold. Okay, my character is getting super tired, but that's his problem, not mine. And this gold is, like I said, the best source of early game money. It's 10 gold a pop. The junk ore is absolutely worthless, so just throw it away. Nobody in the game likes it. Alright, we have passed out completely, which means we're going to start gaining fatigue. I don't want to gain fatigue, but I do want loads of money. That is a piece of bronze, which is useful for upgrading, and it also sells for 10 ducats if I throw it into my shipping bin. But man, my character is getting so tired right now. But that's okay, I am fine for working my plebs to the bone. Now you can throw items on the ground all you want here, it does not count as littering. Alright, he's getting pretty angry at me working him to the bone. Once he starts looking extremely angry, I'm going to let him rest in the most OP thing in the game. So we only had 20 ducats when we finished going on a shopping spree in the store. And once we're done here, we'll see how much of a difference a spot of mining can make. Now you can work all the way up to 5 AM. Okay, he is really mad, so let's get OP, shall we? You're more likely to get sick when you're fatigued too, Jake? Not really. Oh, we grabbed ourselves a squirrel. Very fast. Well, the more you know. There you go, little buddy. We hop into the hot springs, and 1 hour of soaking in here will get you back all of your stamina and remove all of your fatigue. Pretty much, give or take. So if we give ourselves an hour there, we'll be good. If we work after midnight, I think it is, we start clocking up fatigue twice as fast. And working during rainfall is bad as well. But these are all numbers under the surface. You don't need to know them. Shouldn't you be gathering up all that ore for the future, Jake? I only have 2 slots in my backpack. So I wish I could, but I winna. I wish I had a hot spring sometime. But then I remember that scene out of Dante's Peak where those 2 teenagers were boiled alive, and then I think, well, maybe not. So now instead of... Oh, I was going to touch on the money I had, right? I now have 180 ducats instead of the... How much did I have? Oh, there we go. We're going to make our way deep down this time. For making money, the top floor is the best. without the basket because you get those 10 ducat pickups. I forget how deep the mine is. Probably not important. Ooh, silver is quite good, but not good enough. Actually, we're going to take our bronze and just Vasca. It's not important, right? Where was I going with this? I don't know. I'm sure I had a point. The top floor is best for picking up those 10 ducat pickups because you can only get bronze, junk, or the 10 ducats. In the others, silver ends up as an eligible choice. Might just be biased, but I tend to find that the ladder is at the opposite end. Okay, that's what I was looking for. What I just picked up there was a power berry. It refills all your stamina and permanently increases your stamina cap by 10? Jake Karen won with 34 votes. Anne was next at 28. Okay, make another one with Anne and Karen. Because I'm convinced, you know, there were just people that, you know, they were strategically voting. They weren't voting for who they really wanted. I'm going to make our way to the bottom. We're starting to get gold, which is nice, but not nice enough. Goodbye, gold. Okay, we are getting too tired down here. Maybe I will settle for gold. Not silver, though. Heavens, no. That's the money shot. What I've picked up there was yes, Mistral. It gets you the maximum level tools if you take it to the blacksmith. It also makes a great gift for the blacksmith. He loves getting some nice ore, and I love to oblige. So much love for Karen. Wonder where it all comes from. Alright, we'll just pocket the gold and get out of here. We got the power berry, which is what we came for. I wonder if I can use this when I'm holding an item. Well, that answers that. You gotta be careful about holding items when doing things, because if it's not correct, you're just gonna chuck it on the ground. In the meantime, I'm going to open up that straw poll, which is probably going to break a thing or two on the screen, but Gots is on it. That I find quite funny. Okay. Well, at least now I can see that. So you don't have to worry about being out too late. As long as you are topped up on your stamina, you'll be just fine. Somebody with an absurd username, like they slammed their face against the keyboard, is asking, can you boil eggs in the hot springs? The answer is yes, you can. And it's a good idea to do so because it increases their value. Oh man, poor Anne is losing to Karen. But Anne's lovely. Okay, let's sell our goodies here. It hurts to sell this because I'm going to need it later on, but needs must. And we're just going to head to bed. Hey, doggy. Good night, doggy. Now, you make your diary entry before you sleep, so the only way to save your game is to end the day. Bit harsh. And it makes it really difficult to save scum in this game, because tornadoes will just come out of nowhere. And it's bad enough they ruin your farm, but there's a high chance that they're going to destroy your hothouse as well. Jake, it's not like you have to follow the poll. This is not a democracy. You're right, but still. Now it's raining today, which means I don't have to tend to my crops. Let's see what it'll be tomorrow. More rain. Rain is unfortunate early game because, well, for one I want to level up my tools, and I can't really do that if I can't use them due to all the rain. Settle down, dog. I'm tempted to go and get some more tools, and also to go ham with the axe. Yeah, there are 10 votes between Karen and Anne, which is disheartening. Alright, let's grab our axe. Let's pay attention to the money that we have. We're sitting on 260. Now, if I was playing this game normally, I would be farming that mine like crazy, but I don't care so much. I heard a suspicious man wearing funny clothes was hanging around the village. He has sunglasses, yellow clothes, and a strange back. Be careful. That is Harris, or Harry, the policeman, Thomas's son. Frankly, he's the one I don't trust. Can't you grind tools in the mine, Jake? Yeah, I could, but my character would... yeah, and I could heal up in the hot spring. But your tools level up slower if you don't use them for the correct task. And really, if you just go about your own way, the only item you're going to have trouble leveling up is the hammer. And you only need a silver hammer anyway. Most important things to level up are the watering can and the axe. The rest you don't have to worry too much about. The scythe is utterly useless for leveling up. Unless you love to grow your own grass. And who doesn't, right? Now, I accidentally made this square that I'm standing on tilled. So what I can do is that, to untill it. Alternatively, you could use your hammer. Not so interested in that. But it is a good way to level up your hammer if you really want to. So throwing down those big old zeros. But I want more. Still, I'm not so sure I have the space for more right now. Just rearranging my farm at the moment. I did grab my axe, right? There we go. Hey, Juan, take a bite of peach. Don't worry, I won't be any trouble. Okay, I trust him. Seems like an alright character. Let's eliminate the wood from the farm. I forget the number of items that appear on your farm after each day. I'm not sure if sticks are included. I think it might just all be weeds that appear on your farm. Maybe it's 10 each day? It's unimportant. The point is your farm will continue to get ravaged by Mother Nature. You can overcome that by growing grass everywhere, but that is expensive. Grass is great though because it grows all seasons. Except winter, but it doesn't tire out. I really think Harvest Moon lost something when it introduced soil levels, quality of the ground and all that. I mean, it didn't add anything, it just made it frustrating. If I wanted to do some real crop growing, I'd be playing Farming Simulator, and indeed I was. Okay, we're getting tired, particularly because it is a rainy day, but we have a trick for that. And how much dosh do we have? 260, that's an alright number. Let's head into town. Although the shop might be closed on Tuesdays, I'll have to check. Jake, level up hammer and sickle and make proper farm. Well, I'll need to check the levels there. I want to get that axe up to bronze as quickly as possible. It's sitting pretty at 100%, but it could be doing better. There is no point in getting a bronze watering can, that is utterly pointless. Will we get to see your giant golden level 10 pumpkins? Well, they're not golden pumpkins, you get golden turnips are the way forward. But no, I've done 2 full run-throughs of Rune Factory for it, I do not need to do a third. So how are we looking here? How's it going, Ellie? Shame about the black heart. Well, we'll leave you to it. The doctor would offer us an exam for 10 ducats, but I don't need any of that in my life. So, better make memory of this. The shop is closed on Tuesdays and Sundays, so we won't be doing anything there. Jake, Karen has won. You don't need Anne in your life. Blasphemy. I wonder where Karen hangs out on a rainy day like this. Alright, there's Anne. Alright, well, if we can't have Karen as the... Wait, marry? I didn't say marry, I said go for. You can be our mistress then. I love cleaning. I get dirty, but it feels great to take a bath afterwards. I'm so glad we've gotten more customers. Dokie dokie. And nobody in the other room. Been a long time since I've seen a hotel room that has 3 beds in it. Might as well talk to Doug. He seems like a nice guy. So he cuts straight to business. I'll have your water, please. I believe that actually restores 1 stamina. Oh, what's this? The policeman is after that suspicious man. Oh, but he's here now. What a joker. And straight away he's asking if there are police around here. One is one dodgy fellow, but I'm sure he's a nice guy. Oh, right, we might be able to see if Yodel Farm is up and on the go today. What's that guy's name again, though? You there. If it isn't the guy from Molten Farm, is there something you need? I need to know your name. Well, he doesn't want to tell me. I've forgotten your name. No, it's May. You're May. And again, implication that people are dead or missing. I think her mother is just missing, though. And unloaded the baby onto the old man. This truly is a village of terrible people. We haven't popped in by the poultry farm yet. I will want to grab a chicken, although maybe not just now. How's it going, Rick? You're staring into the black abyss again. I like everyone in the village except Kai. He comes for the summer, upsets everyone, and then leaves. Popuri and Mum never say bad things about Kai. He's popular with the women, but I don't like his style. Okay, so we know there's going to be a troublemaker coming in summer. So this is the sickly lady, and I would love to buy a chicken off you, but I don't have 1,500 spare ducats. What's her name? Is it Lily? It's probably Lily. How's it going, Popuri? Popuri is pretty special because she actually likes receiving weeds. So, if we get the opportunity, we will chuck some weeds her way. Now it's very difficult to get Karen to accept joining us in the Spring Goddess Festival, but we can try. Let's grab some bluegrass and one of these as well, because I do want Karen to like me, right? Oh, the policeman, ever fond of his duty. Man, Juan, what are you up to? Oh. As is ever the case in a Japanese game, a misunderstanding. But this is important information. Juan sells flower seeds. And after my own heart, as soon as he guilts someone into something, he's going to sell them a Sugdebu apple, just 500 gold. Super ultra great, delicious, wonderful apple. We'll just leave those to it. Alright, before I head back to the farm, it's quite important to harvest all of nature's goodies, because there's money to be made. And I really have nowhere to put items once I've picked them up. Later on in the game I will be able to have a shelf to put things on. Now, as we can see, flowers are not worth anything, so throwing them into my bin nets me nothing. There are no crop levels in this game, so I can't just level things up and be happy with that. In later games you can get higher level crops that are worth obscene amounts of money. And even giant crops. Which one brought in giant crops? Was it Harvest Moon DS? I remember getting my first large turnip and remarking that it was worth less than 4 individual turnips. Large turnips take up 4 squares. Well, that's neither here nor there, really. Let's ditch the goodies here. And yeah, I didn't buy any seeds, which is a shame. But I'm keen to make some money, so even though it's pretty early, let's hit the hay. No crop levels is a good thing. I hate crop levels. I hear you there. I am not a fan of crop levels. Come on, dog. Homer was only this deaf after he was 13 years old. Let's hit the hay. Jake, we had a straw poll between just Karen and Anne won. I don't know, that feels a bit like you took the poll again and again until you got the outcome you wanted. Karen was the original winner, so I guess we're going to have to spend all of our money infatuating Karen, which is going to be difficult. Very difficult. We're certainly not going to get her in time for the festival. Okay, so we overslept because we were too tired after doing everything yesterday. But that's okay, we didn't have anything pressing. Stupid dog, there we go. Rainy yet again, so we can't put our watering can to action, but we are getting some crops sprouting up. And I've got a fair chunk of ducats, 925. I'm keen to put that into use today. So, let's clear some space. Even though doing actions in the rain is going to hurt us a wee bit, we can change that, just not quite yet. I actually have the straw poll open on my other monitor and I'm watching it back and forth between Anne and Karen. Tires out our character a lot working in the rain, but what a pity for him. I forget how much turnips are worth. Probably not important. Alright, I made an extra square there that I don't need. Boom. Okay, and this allows us to cover why it's important to make this shape early on. You can only water the tile in front of you, and with this formation you can water all of the tiles and, well, with only one loss of seeds. When I have an upgraded watering can, I won't have this problem. It also, there's a bit of a risk because weeds can pop up randomly, and if I got 2 weeds in the middle here, that would be disastrous because I wouldn't be able to jump into the middle anymore. But the odds of that happening are astronomically small to the point where you need not even consider it. I'm certainly not considering it. Jake, cucumbers. Yes, indeed. We're going for the cucumber next. Of course, always important to grab nature's reserve. You should forage every single day because these goodies are worth some money. I think the grass is worth 100 and each bamboo shoot is worth 60. I tell you, if I got, what's that up to, 380 ducats each day, just from picking up bamboo shoots and blue grass, Heck, I'd be picking up everything I saw. This is where sprites become useful, Jake. Once you have a stable, reliable watering sprites, you can plant on every tile. Now, the sprites are terrible at watering. Granted, they do gain experience. They gain 1 experience each day up to a total of 255, but never mind that. I have to go and woo some ladies. Let's see if there are any. Okay, there are 2 flowers here. Good to know. If there were 3, I'd be even happier, but I'm not seeing a 3rd. Oh well, let's grab our grass and get going. So there are 2 people that early on I want to get to like me. One is Papuri, and the other is Karen. Karen only because of the declaration that we're going to have to woo Karen. And Papuri for an event. Here you go, Papuri. She doesn't seem very impressed with that. What does she love again? I forget. I believe with that reaction I only got a boost of 100 relation with her out of 65,000. So that's not so impressive. Let's get rid of these straw poles. Let's go and pay Karen and Jeff a visit. Yeah, I don't bother grinding up the harvest sprites. They're very good at harvesting, granted. But I don't care that much for that. How's it going, Karen? Oh, Karen and Ellie are here. That means Ellie gets to see me give a gift to Karen. Karen really likes the moondrop flowers. How's it going, Elle? No, we don't. We should change that. Oh, that's really sweet. So they're very impersonal towards us because we don't really know them. You only get the heart symbols with the marriageable ladies in this game. I say ladies again, they don't look particularly old. Mana, on the other hand. Duke's a lucky man. Okay, right. Cucumber seeds are what we're after because they're regrowable. And thankfully we have the money to get all 4 units that we're after. I wouldn't mind getting more, but tell me about turnip seeds. They're cheap and they grow fast, and you can sell turnips for 60 gold each. So we're making 4 times our money back whenever we buy and sell some turnip seeds. But I think we'll leave them there for now. I should start saving up money because I want these 2 things right here, and it's going to cost 8,000 gold in total. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh well. Can't be that important, right? Popuri's favourite thing are honey and boiled eggs, Jake. I knew about the boiled egg. I also know she likes the pink lady flowers. I guess it just might be a while before we do that. Hey, Duke, I was just eyeing up your wife earlier. It's so late we only sell wine during the day. Okay, well he's tending to his crops, which is very admirable work for a man so inclined to the drink. I will pop by to see the blacksmith as well. I believe I need 1,000 gold per level to upgrade something, and really I would like to improve my tool. Equip yourself with that tool, talk with me whilst holding the metal ore used for the tool level ups. I'll keep that in mind, my friend. Means I'll need to get some bronze for my axe, because I really want to level up that axe. But I don't think that holds priority over backpack and the basket. Man, that basket is so good. So, time to work until I'm really tired, and by work I mean grab some gold out of here. After, of course, I grab this, because 60 ducats now is 60 ducats worth having. So I said I wouldn't grind this, but, oh, well, lucky me. But I have a reason for coming in here right now, on this horrible rainy day, and all will be clear once my character starts looking really angry at me. But it's always good to get those ducats. Okay, he doesn't look happy, granted, but he doesn't quite look angry at me yet. And that's the reason we overslept. You should always, if you've done anything physically exerting, rest up in the hot springs before you go to bed, because bed does not really repair you that much. The drinks, the ultra jolts or whatever you can get from the doctor, they really help with your stamina, but they're also extremely expensive. Those are pretty good if you're into your min-maxing in this game. But what kind of person min-maxes a harvest moon? Well, I did once do a run where I shipped 999 of every crop within the first 3 years. I think I got it done in 2 years and 2 seasons. And then I didn't touch this game for a long, long time. Okay, he's getting really mad at me, but I think we can make him just a little bit more angry. There's a hidden counter for your stamina. Good guy Rune Factory decided not to make it so hidden, which is good. So our stamina is really low. I think we're still okay on the fatigue though. Just an educated guess. So let's head up the mountain. We haven't done this yet at all. The mountain isn't that important. There are a few events up here. But there are a few things worth noting. That is not something worth noting. You can find some forageable items up here in fall. Feels strange to say fall when indeed it is autumn. And once winter comes, this lake is frozen over and you can walk across it to get to a little cave over there, which is pretty important. Has a power barrier too, also very important. It does also have some tree stumps, and this is pretty important, flowers aplenty. But the most important thing is this big old tree that I want to cut down. Wait, are you cutting me down? That's the plan. I've been rooted here for 100 years. Please don't cut me down. Well, I'm a nice guy. I will not cut it down. And for my heroic deeds, he gives me a power berry, which tops us up to 2 of them. So we've got 20% bonus on our stamina. If you return and attempt to cut down the cedar tree, it will kill you, which is rather amusing. Let's grab another flower and make our way down. The kind of person who prefers golden turnips over golden pumpkins min-maxes Harvest Moon. Never mind Harvest Moon, but in Rune Factory 4 the true money making is done by getting first golden turnips to make turnip heaven, and then gold juice. Oh my, the money from gold juice. So that looks alright, since we got all of our stamina back by relaxing, well, not relaxing the hot springs, but by eating that power berry. I suspect we're going to be good if we just sleep up now. Let's check the weather report for tomorrow. Sunshine, excellent, that's what I'm looking for. Let's make a diary entry and go to bed. Black Shark says, could you still cut it down? No, if I attempt to cut it down now, it's going to kill me. I can't remember what happens if you just choose to cut it down straight away. Oh wow, I overslept a long way. That fatigue must have built up more than I thought. Oh well, let's give the dog a hug. Whistle at it, which for some reason increases his affection towards us. And we got rain coming tomorrow. Okay, I need to get a certain something that I'm looking for ASAP. I think I made a mistake though. I forgot to use something, didn't I? Yeah, I forgot to plant those cucumber seeds of mine. Because they were sent into my box here instead of into my backpack. Well, that's okay. Let's grab them. I don't need the axe for a wee while now. And yeah, I've lost 6 hours of my day, which is a bit of a shame, but that's alright. First off though, let's get watering, and we'll show the strength of this formation. It's really good to be able to water now, because it's going to level up my watering can. Now, if I hadn't made this little formation, there would be one crop in the middle of each 3x3 that I would not be able to reach until I harvested everything around it. Now that might be slightly better in terms of raw money making, but it's going to chew up the 3x3 area. And I don't want to chew that up because I want some pretty speedy rotation on these crops. In and out, making the money. The hope is that I can get myself up to gold watering can as soon as possible. Unfortunately, the large amount of rain is working against me there. Can't really level up my watering if there's nothing that needs watering. This is the comfort that I play this game for. There we go, and we just pop in the seeds. None of this 1 square by 1 square nonsense. Stop these weeds from infringing upon my glorious cash crops. Now I think that about does it for exerting ourselves today. How are we doing on the money front? 500 ducats. There might be something I'm interested in getting. There might be, maybe. Nah, I think not. We will, however, grab some grass. And you. And we better go and give a flower to our beloved Karen. So we should be giving gifts to Karen daily in order to make her like us a bit more. We'll see if we can't track her down. She must be in town somewhere. And I also want to stop by the inn. Oh, hello, Zach. How are you doing? Actually, if I stick around here at the turn of the day... He has different lines for if there's nothing in there or if there's tons in there. And it's already 5 o'clock. See, this is what happens when you sleep in all day. I know it's painful, but try getting up early-ish in the day, every day. Sleeping in just tends to make you feel worse. So I'm not sure if we're going to catch Karen, and I'm not sure if I'm going to catch the person I'm actually after here. It's closed on Tuesdays and Fridays, right? So, Karen, are you here? No, just Jeff. We'll talk to Jeff, though. Each day that you talk to people, you increase their affection towards you by a little bit. And each night, I think one or a few random people drop affection with you. But that's hardly important. Oh, I hope he's here. He is not here. Juan is sometimes here in the inn. It's completely predictable when he's here, but... oh, hello, cat. Never heard of an inn raising cats. Have they settled here? Good little Nora. You're always here at the inn, aren't you? It's contradictory, but let's not read too deep into that. How's it going, Cliffhanger? Since coming to the village, I've been thinking about what to do, but I can't decide on anything. I'm going to stay in for as long as I have the money. What a neat. And how are you doing, Anne? It pains my heart not to be with you, honestly. We have vacancies, but I can't believe that's what you want. I want you. Okay, so we can see there's a bit of a rivalry going on there. Yes, there are rivals. If you really dilly-dally in the game, your potential loves will be married off to your rivals. The rivals are Rick, Cliff, Kai, Doctor, and I forget. Okay, Never did run into Karen. But I think if we do a reasonable level of stalking, we might find her. Marry Nora. Can't marry a cat, you fool. I'm gonna give this till 7. After that, I'm gonna give up on... hello, Karen! Good evening, Marvin. Do you like the sea? I like the sea at night. The sound of waves, it brings back memories. How about some flowers? And hope you don't mind if I follow you for a bit. I think she just takes a little bit of time to... No, oh, she's turned into an old man. Now the game's getting interesting. There goes Basil, Greg, Cano, Duke. Where did Karen go? There's Rick the Dick. Maybe she really did turn into an old man. And the nightlife gets started. Shame there's no special music from here. Basil loves the liquor. So does Greg. Okay, so it's Greg and Gray, not Gray and Greg. I'm bound to get that confused over and over. I think he only has the same lines every time. But what's Rick's problem? Now, Duke loves a drink. But I can't fault his reasoning. He works every day, so he needs to drink. Now, Karen did talk about the sea, so maybe she wanted to go over to the sea. Mind if I follow? I guess she did. See, Anne's a lot easier to stalk because she's always in the same place. Oh, hello. She's just still enjoying that seaside. I can't blame her. Now, I'd like to get my fishing pole on the go, but I believe I have to come here on Friday or Saturday or Sunday. It'll be one of those days, can't remember which, but we'll check it out. Karen could smell the stench of poverty. Wanted nothing to do with it. We've got hundreds of ducats. I'm going to rest up in the hot springs to try and clear away my fatigue, and then we're going to keep on farming. But I need to make some good money and fast. I am missing something though. There is a little bit of foraging to be done before this day is over. Dragonbeard 1992 is saying, hello chat and Jake, how long has this been going on? No timer. There's no need for a timer on Simulation Sundays. Especially not for a comfortable game like Harvest Moon Back to Nature. It's so strange that Twitch has not applied some kind of uptime feature to their streams. So there we go. Let's just chill in the hot springs for a good hour, soak away the fatigue, and everything will be fine. Gold ore is hardly compatible to gold. So of course I throw it away. Now, you could power this game so hard and already have the basket and the bigger backpack and be planting cabbages at this time, but we're not powering our way through it. Wellington brings up a good point. Why am I going for Karen over Anne? Anne is my favourite girl in the game. It's no secret. But chat decided on Karen. And since I've played this game a million times, and it's likely that you guys have not, may as well go for that. There we go. Bed at 12:40. Good for the soul. And we don't need to save this time. Let's just jump straight into bed. I'm saving because I don't want the game to crash. I'm playing with the American version. I was always brought up in the PAL version, which worked fine for me, but there might be bugs that I don't know about here. So since we rested up in the hot springs, instead of sleeping... Come on, dog. There we go. Because we rested in the hot springs, we're not going to have any trouble sleeping and topped up our stamina and removed our fatigue nicely. So tomorrow, all sunshine. Also, I've been missing my favourite TV show, Life on the Farm. Farmer Fran, yes Jimmy, I saw a basket for sale at the supermarket. What's it for? The basket can hold crops you plan on selling. Since you can carry the basket with you, bring it whenever you harvest. It can hold up to 30 items, and yes, it is very convenient. That's why it's even more important than getting the better backpack, so I need to save up 5,000 ducats, and the basket is such a money maker. Makes its own money back within a few hours, I kid you not. No one's ever going to be sending us stuff. So, we've already got our first harvest. It's going to be slow going, so it's a good thing we got up at 6 in the morning for this. But each of these turnips are worth a staggering 60 ducats. So, that's pretty good, I would dare say. It's a shame our backpack is so small, but after harvesting all of these, we'll be well on our way to getting that basket. Strangely enough, the basket's real strength is not really from doing crops. Doing crops? That didn't come out right. It's more from mining. Mining makes a lot more money than these turnips ever could. But we need the turnips to get us on the right track. Plus, don't forget what Mayor Thomas said. He said if we don't look after the farm, he's going to chuck us out. So some might look at this kind of gameplay and say, Jings, that's tedious, what is there to enjoy? But I never even had that thought when I got this game when I was, let's go with 12 years old. I was probably 12 when I got this. Didn't have that thought. I was just like, wow, this is giving me a kind of satisfaction that none of the other games I've ever had are giving me. And I rolled with it. Basket more like doshket. Well, if I don't accidentally hit that, looking at the situation, we're plus today's foraging, we're going to be over 1/5 of the way to the basket fund. We can't buy it today anyway, since it's a Friday and the supermarket is closed on Tuesdays and Fridays, but I suspect on Saturday we'll be getting that basket and all the dosh that it has to offer. Does the horse does everything the basket can do. Sorry, I'm missing something in the chat there. The horse does everything the basket can do, with only half the awkward throwing stuff on the floor. Now. If you use the basket correctly, there is no risk of throwing crap on the floor. None at all. BGA 9 also gets what the game is all about. These games are very therapeutic, almost meditative when you play them. Yes. Certainly what I'm playing it for. I do wish I had that bigger backpack though, because it's not so fun having to run around like a headless chicken, grabbing all the forageables, and the worst part is anchoring yourself to your farm just to drop them off. But it's a necessity early game, and it really drives home how much you enjoy having the basket and bigger backpacks. Chickens are alright, but having cows and sheep is such a pain in Back to Nature. I don't recommend it from a having fun perspective. I wonder what Karen's doing at this time of day. Were there some weeds there? Let's grab some weeds as well. The thing about Popuri, she's not a clever girl. She was pretty happy when we brought her some moondrop flowers earlier. So let's go and pay her another visit. Now, fortunately, we are the super experienced farmer. And she is the silly chicken girl. So we'll give her some weeds. And she's just as happy as if we'd given her some moondrop flowers. No need to talk to her family though, I don't care if they like me or not, but I do care if Popuri likes me. But the cow looks so adorable on the box art. The cows are adorable. They're not out and about because it's all raining. The Yodel farm is quite nice. It puts their cattle out when the weather is good and brings them in when it's chucking it down with rain. I am not such a nice farmer. Now, I played quite a bit of... No, I didn't play quite a bit of. I played about an hour of Stardew Valley, and I was unimpressed. Oh, one is here. Irashai, Irashai. He has all the seeds that we can't buy in the supermarket. It's very suspicious of him. But the thing is, he sells cabbage seeds. They take a while to grow, and by a while I think he means 15 days, but the price you get for them is immense. So we'd be making 4 times our money back on cabbage seeds. So it's a, do I buy cabbage seeds now, or do I wait out for the basket? I'm actually going to wait out for the basket. There is yet time to buy those cabbage seeds. Oh hey, you're looking beautiful as ever. Oh, I'm not interested in your father, although... quite the man. I'll have his water, though. Jake, what did you find lacking about it? Stardew Valley was such a slow game to play. I was not very taken in by the art. Walking around was incredibly sluggish. And worst of all, it felt like Terraria. Just the feel of it screamed Terraria to me, and I did not enjoy Terraria. Oh my, something going on between Ellie and the doctor. Seems they delivered a baby. This is an early red flag that we should not be getting involved with Ellie. She's interested in babies. Something about the dialogue that just feels heavier than what you get in games today. We'll leave you with Metal Man there. Ellie, incidentally, was the first girl I ever married in a Harvest Moon game. Hold on, it's Friday, but the... Oh, it's Saturday that this is closed, isn't it? Tell me more. Closed Saturdays, not Fridays. Okay. How foolish of me. Well, here's your flower nonetheless. You're welcome. But I have another flower. I quite like mana, so mana can have it. You're so incredibly diligent, don't take me wrong. I mean it in a good way. Duke is such a pompous lump. A person like you really stands out. Thank you. Really. Okay, well, if you're closed on the next day and open today, it would be a shame not to buy up your goodies. I'm curious about your potatoes though. 150 G's for a bag, and I can sell them for 80 each. Potatoes or turnips? I think we gotta go for some potatoes. That said though, it's gonna take longer to get that backpack. That said though, it's not like I sold enough turnips to get the backpack anyway. Jake, you reread everything and you still got it wrong. It's closed on Sundays, not Saturdays. Shh. Secret is that I can't read. Buy potatoes, produce vodka, give to Karen. Yes, Karen is quite the drunkard. There we go. Closed Tuesdays and Sundays. I can read sometimes. Karen takes after Duke of all people. I think, despite their argument earlier, they probably get on really well. Karen loves alcohol, and if you want to befriend her, best thing you can give her is loads of wine. 40 wrapped bottles of wine on her birthday is enough to bring her up to red, glowing heart and wishing to marry you. Alright, we're in the potato business now. Turnips are out of fashion. That said though, I really should clear up more of my farm. Although, well, we have the time. We can just go and take a dip in the springs if we get too tired. It's raining, which makes this a very poor idea, but since the OP hot springs are nearby, we'll be alright. And yes, I'm just going to smash up those stones. As long as we save one stone, we can get 100%. Not that I'm making this a 100% playthrough. Careful with the hammer though, because if you hammer down somewhere that you're growing crops, I did get the scythe right. If you hammer down somewhere that you're growing crops, you're going to hammer them out of existence. This is kind of important for leveling up the hammer as well. I need it up to silver to take care of those big rocks. The big ones you see on the top of the screen I can take out with bronze, but the big one down here I need silver or better. Not that it's all that important to clear out the big ones. In fact, it is extremely rare that you're going to utilize your entire field, so you don't really need to bother with any more than that. You can just let it suffer. But if you want to, it's good to know that you can. Alright, he's picking up all our turnips and stuff, and there we go, we're halfway towards Basket City. We're getting tired because it's evening time and it's raining. Even though I love the rain, I probably wouldn't be too impressed cutting down loads of weeds in the pouring rain. Once we get the cucumbers though, that's all going to change for difficult to comprehend reasons. Okay, we're just getting too fatigued for this farming malarkey. Let's head back. And I should probably buy up more turnips. 'cause it's really going to help with all my skills to get them put away. So on Saturday, we will, yeah, we'll dig out our farm and place down loads of turnips. Does this version have the farm overview map, Jake? It certainly does. So 1 hour of soaking in the water is good enough for us. So after about 2 minutes after explaining what I didn't like about Stardew, someone is asking what was it about Stardew I don't like. We will be playing Stardew at some point, probably on a Sunday. I did promise some people that I would give it a second shot because maybe I was a little too harsh with it and a little too quick to judge. Same as Mega Man X, I'm gonna just have to bite the bullet and give it another go. So many more weeds to de-weed, but we'll deal with that later. Whenever you upgrade one of your tools, you have to surrender it for 3 days. And the watering can is the most painful thing to do that with. Let's take a nap. Also, there's quite a few of you watching tonight, so welcome. I hope this inspires you to, even if you live a busy life, take some time out and play some truly comfortable games. It's good for the heart, good for the soul. Shot Pun caught me there saying, whoa, wait, you didn't like Mega Man X, you dirty heretic. Played a little bit of Mega Man X, didn't really enjoy it, but I'm open to the fact that I may be wrong, so I'm going to try it again. I'll probably do it as a 2 hours of hell. So clear skies coming up. This is good. Normally I like the rain, but I really need to level myself up. Farmer Fran, I can put crops into the basket, but I couldn't take things back out yet. So, farming wisdom from Farmer Fran's channel, Life on the Farm. So once you put something into the basket, it's there forever. So much for my afternoon snack. I love tomatoes, so that's nice. And tragic. Oh, also you can go to the news. The Spring Goddess Festival is tomorrow, so the shop wouldn't be open anyway. I think. Are places closed on festivals? I forget. It's been so long since I've played this, Strings. There's more that I've forgotten than I've initially realized. Jake, have you ever played Factorio? No, I've got a personal rule against playing early access games, so NO to that. This is all looking okay. Nothing is starting to crop up, though. So, let's deploy the formation. Now, I've heard nothing but good things about Factorio, so I look forward to playing it when it's out of early access. This is why you want to eliminate the rocks on the field. They get in the way like this. I'd be happier if that wasn't there. Yeah, both of these are cramping my style when it comes to doing my formations. But I think... Nah, that gets in the way there, unfortunately. Here. The question is just how many turnips am I willing to plant? And the answer is quite a lot. This is, after all, a game about farming. Might as well enjoy me some farms. This comes down as far as here, so I can go here as well. That's cute though. Little mole comes up when you start digging. Unfortunately, the moles are the subterranean bastards of the earth, and you should destroy them. They're no good for the earth. They eat worms, and worms are good. There we go. So we got a plot for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bags of the good old turnips. Means we're going to have to do a hell of a lot of watering, but that's okay. Won't have to do it for that long, and it's good to build up the experience. After all, getting the watering can upgraded on the double means only good things for you. Yeah, we're getting exhausted though. It's alright, we'll do as much watering as we can for now. Have you found a power berry from tilling your farm, Jake? Nope. Now, there are 10 power berries to be had, plus the bonus one, which we'll be getting before too long. But I can't remember where all of them are. I wasn't even sure there was one for tilling your farm, but shows what I remember. There we go, we just passed out, which means we hit the stamina cap, so we're going to start gaining fatigue. Well, too bad for you, Marvin, because you have to keep working. There we go. That's half of our crops watered. Okay, there we go. We're going to soak in the hot springs, grab some of the goodies, and are we even gonna... no, I think not. I think we'll just grab goodies first. I'll soak in the hot springs once I'm ready to do some more work later on. I used to keep the manual out for this game because it had a wonderful diary inside of it with everybody's birthdays, but I have long since forgotten that information. Does this game have sprinklers like Stardew, or is Jake going to be passing out a lot? I can upgrade my watering can that will make watering trivial. And A-Licious keeps trumpeting the horn of the slaves in the game. I counterpoint to that. For one, to keep those slaves employed, you need to tart them up with flour, which takes a long time to buy. Let's grab our goodies, and I think we'll pay Karen a quick visit. Remember, we do want to make her our love. Not willing to marry her quite yet. Funny thing about Harvest Moon games, their enjoyment factor plummets after marriage. Oh my, this is happening faster than I'd expected. The senile old man has forgotten who I am. So you can actually decline this. Just talk to him every day. Yeah, we can decline this, and we'll get a chance to get another pony later on, but we're gonna take care of that pony. I might neglect it. Okay, I need a name for the pony. Give one to me whilst I take a swift water break. And we're back. Okay, what do we have as names going in here? Wow, we got a lot. Dear God, Jake, don't ask anything pony related. How many letters do we have to play with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shit. Atsu? Is there going to be space for that? Well, whether there is or isn't, I prefer the name Caesar. Caesar. Apparently it likes to be outside, but it's going to be quite fine inside my little pony shed. He likes to be brushed and talked to. What it does tell you is he likes to be whistled at as well. It's pretty tight to... They'll come and repossess your pony if you don't take good care of him. I think you need to get it up to about 7 hearts. None of that though. Classic Jake. Ask, ignore, and keep moving. At least one person said Caesar. Phobimus, probably, since he's the one celebrating. Alright, with a bit of luck, we'll track down Karen, give her her obligatory flowers. Now, the flowers only increase her affection towards us by 300, which is not very much. That black heart will take quite a bit to move. I would like her to accompany me, but, damn you, Rick. Goats is normally the mountain dweller. Is that trying to tell us something about mountain goats? In any case, he comes down here to buy supplies on Saturdays. How's it going, Jeff? Poor guy. Poor in every sense of the word, Jeff. Alright, so we're being asked we want to buy some seeds. Turnip seeds are the way, and let's grab 8 of them. Quite the investment, but I'm sure it'll pay off and we'll get lots of experience using our tool. Let's go. Oh, his name is Phobiums, not Phobimus. So many silly names around here. But what can you do? I wonder if the ladies are still gossiping in the center. Buy her house and evict her for vengeance. If I was so petty, I would love to do that. Who am I kidding? I'd love to do it, period. So, he's caught us. We were going shopping, but only for seeds. And are the ladies still here? Yes, they are. Hello. Basil can't join in because all he talks about are plants. And maybe the fact that he's a man? I love you, Mana. But we'll have to leave you to it. Now, if I recall, I never did chill out in the hot springs after doing all that work. So I should probably do that now. Somebody was asking if this is the version where you can overview your farm, and yes you can if we hit select and start. Here we go. It's a pretty damn big field. And you can spell things out on it, which is kind of cute. And it actually shows you what crops you have planted and where. Very useful. I don't think that image for cucumbers has changed in 2 decades. Still use the same one. Alright, we don't have the space for what I want to do. So I'm going to have to cast away one of my items. And yeah, farewell axe, we don't need you for now, although I really want to get it leveled up. Well, I say that, but it's completely unnecessary for the run that I'm doing so far, at least. The only thing you really need the axe leveled up for is clearing up parts of your farm with the big tree stumps like the one we see there. You need an axe in order to gain wood, which you use for... Oh, thanks for the money, my friend. Ka-ching. You need wood in order to get the upgrades and the hothouse. But... actually, I need to check TV. There's something important to be seen. Hello and welcome to another week on What's Your Passion? I'm your host, Just a Has-Been. And I'm Mako Mizuda. To start off, I'd like to read to you this letter we received from Yoshi in Leaf City. I'm really hooked on fishing now. In fact, I'm so good that my friends warned me not to catch so many that I'd destroy the ecosystem. Do you guys fish? And look, he sent a picture too. Look at how many fish he caught. Very impressive. Do you fish, Justa? As a matter of fact, yes, although I'm not good at it. I like to make lures. And they wrote this spiel for every day of the year, which is pretty impressive. Oh, look, Jake, it's the Star Nan show for Just a Has-Been. Okay, got 3 things to do. Rest up in the hot springs, which is actually going to be 2 things. I need to water my crops, and I need to get that tool. I'm trying to remember what that fisherman's name is, and I can't remember if he comes out on Saturdays. Wasn't I meant to check on Friday night? Oh well. Jake, in the N64 version you didn't need an upgrade to get rid of the large rocks and stumps, it just took a lot of hits. Is it not in the same in this version? Is it not the same in this version? No, it is not. You need at least bronze to take care of the big ones and silver to take care of the really big rocks. You can still use the standard smacks instead of the charged up smacks. In fact, that might actually be a faster way to do it. Fisherman is at the beach 7 to 10, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. You say AM, but I'm pretty sure it's PM. Should be good. Let's go. Now, fishing in Harvest Moon games has always been terrible, and this game is no exception. To make it worse, if you want the upgrade, you have to catch 50 large fish. Now, you could just catch them and breed them, but fish breed so slowly in this game and require constant input of food, so it's not really worth doing. So 50 large fish or just 50 fish? I think it's 50 large fish. Also, you need a lot of fish to get all the recipes in the game. So if you are a completionist, maybe you should just steer clear of this game. Hello, Karen. You're looking beautiful tonight. Oh, hello. So we've just stolen the man's rod. Good thing I left myself space for it. Now let's go fishing. Oh, that's right. You need to hold it down. Now, when our character winces like that, we'll find an item. And I found a can. You can have it back. Well, just look at everything you picked up. I'll throw it away for you this time. But there's a garbage can in the square, you know. Next time, throw it away yourself. Maybe. Nope. Now, it's better to give it to him. Oh, it's a fish bone. Can you take this as well, please? I don't care what he thinks of me. If I were to just throw it on the ground, then it would count as littering, and littering is bad, okay? Oh, man, finding nothing but tin cans here. This is no good. Also, this is eating into my farming time, but I really want a fish. Come on, where's the fish? If you can fish in somewhere where time is frozen, it's a really good way to make money, since I believe large fish go for hundreds of ducats. Okay, next time I fish up trash, I can't even give it to my trash depository friend there. And I find the timing really hard on this, because you have to release the square button. Oh, it's just another piece of trash. No, I want a fish. This is my last chance I even get at this, otherwise my hands are going to be full of trash. Oh! Message in a bottle explains how to cook fries. Ingredients: potato, oil, utensils, frying pan, and knife. Interesting, but ultimately useless. What am I meant to do with this? Maybe Popuri would like it. She likes stuff from outside of town. I actually have no idea what to do with this. I don't have a shelf to put it on. There we go. Put your trash in the trash can. And I need to water my crops. If you want to make bank on fish, Rune Factory 3 is where it's at. How do you make the good money in Rune Factory 3 again? Certainly not with the fishing. Isn't it with the sweet potatoes? Certainly the case in this game. Alright, I know it's the middle of the night, in fact it is midnight, but there's farming to be done. And if I don't water all these crops, then there will not be loads of money united for me in 3 days. Or maybe it's 4 days. I can't remember how long turnips take. But if I get this all done by 3 AM, I should be good. My character is getting really stressed out though because it's so late. Oh, he's getting really stressed out. Probably making a mistake here. If I pass out after all, I'm going to lose a lot of the next day. Like that. Of course I wanted to show off the pass out mechanics. Nice to know Metal Man is here to repair us up. Bit of knowledge, Jake. Gott's whole family died in a blizzard prior to this game. I know if you go and see him during a blizzard, or rather if you go and climb the mountain when a blizzard is on its way, he'll come and save you and explain why he's so angry. There we go. Oh my, today is actually the Goddess Festival, so we should go into the center of the... Center of the what exactly? Yeah, the town square. But still, there's a lot of farming to be done. At least this is going to level up my watering can really swiftly. But this is all taking a fair chunk of time. I think as long as I make it to the center at or before 5 PM, I'm good. But if I go there earlier, it's going to warp me forward to about 5 PM. That's the assumption I'm going on, because I really want to make it to the festival. You know, relatively each of these little crops make me so little money. But together, I'll be making the fat stacks of cash. I should also pay a little bit of attention to my pony, that's kind of important. Let's head off for a sec. Hey, Caesar. There, Caesar. Grow up fast. And you whistle as well. And if it runs for you, you know it's heard your whistle. Now I should, or rather I would be good to stay on top of these weeds that show up next to my formations, since I certainly don't want them appearing in the center of them. I believe it's just random where the weeds show up, but still. Alright, character is getting tired as usual, but he's just full of complaining. What's a bit annoying is that my crops are going to be disjointed and growing, since I missed 1 1/4 of the blocks when I was doing this earlier. Oh shoot, I'm running out of time. I need to haul ass. I wonder if I'll have enough time at this rate. Quickly now. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Right on time. So it's time for the Goddess Festival, where everyone is dressed. Well, the manageable women have dressed up for us. So Jeff was refused by. Okay, Sasha is your name, right? Sasha. I'll do my utmost to remember that. Think of you as a gigantic gun. Looking good, Anne. Looking damn good. Looking better, Mana. How's it going, Duke? Oh, a sobering moment for Duke as he remembers his fleeing daughter. Why did she abscond? It's nice that everybody waited for me whilst I was busy watering my crops. Damn you, Rick, I bet you escorted Karen as well. What have I got for you? Oh, probably should not aggravate the fever my character has. And there's Popuri, the scum. Okay, Mayor, it's time to kick this off. Let's do it. I think we've made the right choice. Karen is the only one really putting her back into this. Like everyone's half-hearted twirl. And Karen, yes! Beautiful. Talking to everyone at an event like that raises affection higher than normal. There we go. Now, as we can see, we're getting hearts with our dog Homer. Only one so far, but that'll do. And I have to do a few things right now. Curious about this bottle, though. I want to give it to someone. Just not sure who yet. So, another hour soaking here, I'll do us good. Johnny Test says, I think they're all a bit too young to go be married off. Simpler times. Plus, when I played this game, I was 12 years old, so it was okay. Water the rest of your crops, Jake. My farmer Marvin here is on the brink of collapse from being overworked. He slept in 3 times and KO'd once. Of course, just doing that to show off the mechanics. But I want to stay on top of him from now on. That should keep us tight. Let's grab our goodies. And I think tomorrow we'll go and pay Popuria a visit and see if she likes receiving the message in a bottle. I also do need to upgrade my tools on the double, but I'll do that once I get the... once I get what exactly? Once I have enough money for the basket, I can upgrade my watering tool. Watering can. Turns out Popuria is a garbage can for things Jake doesn't want. Garbage can just in general, she is no good. Watering crops every day. Zach comes along, he's got my pay. Rick is annoying, we'll make him pay. Yeah, I really need Rick out of the picture. Maybe I can form an alliance with Kai, they don't seem to get along. The rival of rival bonus should be strong there. Aye, there is a bug in the other Harvest Moon game where you can just show probably everyone, or maybe just Karen, I can't remember, but they love to see your dog, but you can do it over and over again to max out their hearts with you. Just imagine, Jake, whilst you're out there watering the fields, Rick is busy putting the moves on Karen. But I have the advantage that I am working towards making loads of money, so that I can buy all the alcohol I need to lure Karen into my life. That's how winners win, with loads of money. Dunk and dunk. We have one more bluegrass to grab, and I'll probably also grab a flower because I want to go and flirt with Karen for a bit tomorrow as well, and all will be good. There we go. Since we rested up so much inside the hot spring, we're good to go. Shouldn't sleep in at all. And there we go. It takes a very long time for you to get children in this game. And really, once you get to that point in the game, more often than not, you're just jumping into bed, sleeping through every day. Because after 3 years are up, you tend to have loads of money. Heck, after 2 years are up, you tend to be drowning in dosh. That's if you make good on summer and autumn, where there is money aplenty to be made. So, more sunshine tomorrow, more opportunity to level up my watering can is what I'm hearing. How are we doing on leveling anyway? We're near maximum on the watering can. And the hoe is looking good as well. The hoe is not so important, but the watering can most certainly is. There we go, we're getting dividends on those potatoes soon. And it looks like our cucumbers are coming on up as well. You don't lose any water from your can if you end up not watering something, I believe. I reserve my right to be wrong about that. Now, as workloads go, I've actually given myself quite a lot. But that's okay. I'm a hard worker. Sometimes. But it's kind of relaxing in its own right. That is, after all, what I'm playing it for. What I find tricky is distinguishing between watered tiles and not watered tiles. They get a bit darker once they're watered, but you know me and eyesight. It's not so hot. Oh, Papuri might be up by the waterfall to the north. Let's go and pay her a visit. That's not Papuri, but that is. Here you go. Enjoy your weeds. The unwanted one. Oh, that's right, I had something else for you, didn't I? Yes, that's it, the bottle. You interested in this? Well, that probably just undid all the growing of relationships we had with Papuri then. I wonder if anybody likes getting that recipe. Jake, make sure not to get Cliff a job at the vineyard so Anne stays single forever. So Cliff, the neat that we saw earlier, he has his own fair share of troubles and he passes out in the middle of winter. And we can either help him... No wait, that's a little further on. During fall actually, the people at the orchard are looking for some extra helping hands. And you're asked, and you can or cannot join, it's up to you. It makes you a little bit of extra money. But, oh, it also unlocks some funny scenes if you play it the way you're not intended to. You can tell Cliff about the job, and if he takes it, he makes enough money to actually hang around in the city for in the village for longer. And he grows to like it, and he'll stick around, and that'll make him a marriage candidate for Anne. Now Anne is my favourite girl in this game. But I just want her to be happy, right? So I got no problem with keeping Cliff around. Besides, Cliff's a good guy. Soon I'll have loads of money. I can buy everything I'd ever want. How else can I delude myself? Dennis is asking, how long does this game last? 1 year? It lasts 3 years, and each year is 120 days. I'm sure you can do the maths better than me. Oh, I wasn't sure if I'd watered these or not. Looks like I have not. Now there's nothing like crops getting dried out. You can plant them on the 1st and then not water them until the 20th and they'll be okay. The only problems come about are if you have crops that you leave into the next season. And then they will dry out and become useless and you'll have to cut them down. I don't think I've missed a spot. That all looks good. Go and speak to our horse. Jake, you forgot to water 1 tile. Okay. Sounds like me. Let's see, that all looks good. That all looks good. That all looks good. Perfect. Now I need to go and rest up, but I also need to give Karen her flower. Beautiful Karen. The horse will be a procurator in no time, and with time, proconsul. Don't remind me about the Caesar itch. There's only so many hours in the day. I could stream all day of every day, but sadly there are other things that get in the way. Actually, there's only one thing that gets in the way, and that's work. Here you go, Karen. How about a kiss? No, she's still black-hearted. And there's no need for us to buy additional seeds. Poor Jeff. It is because you're a pushover. At least you acknowledge it. Jake, the answer is simple. Quit work so you can play video games. Sadly, I really like money. So I'm not about to stop working. Jake, after this relaxing game, will there be a relaxing perm stream? There won't be time. After I'm done with this, I will be hitting the hay, getting myself some sleep. Owlish viewer is asking if there's any reason to buy bread at the store, or things like bread at the store. They make good gifts, and there are cooking ingredients, oil, curry paste, bread, can't remember, rice is there. Otherwise, no. There really isn't. Flour is the ultimate gift to give your harvest sprite buddies. But really, other than that, just straight up no, man. I've got more of this stuff than I can really take with me. Looks like a double trip. We're just going to chill out in the hot springs. These really are the ultimate OP thing in the game. You should abuse hot springs whenever you can. An hour in the hot springs will cure just about everything. Just collect your Swedish social security bucks. No, I need to make rent. And too many aspirations to quit working. You just have to get good and you'll make enough money from streaming. I have a feeling that the things I would have to do to make enough money from streaming to live are not things that I would want to do to my beloved stream. Just a hunch. That the real way to improve viewers is to fight Riga and lose, as I have noticed, so can't really lower myself to doing that. Looking forward to affording that basket, I tell you what. You would have to allow emotes. We know how terrible that would be. That ain't happening. I got a message from someone that had been banned from the channel. He said, I've been banned for quite some time because I came in and treated it like any other Twitch chat and was spamming Kappas and other crap like that. Nice to know that they'd realised their fault. So they're unbanned now. It's easier to see what is and isn't watered at night time. So that's a bit of a blessing. But everything looks good, so let's hit the bed. No, I'm probably not forgetting anything here. The Smorganator says, what in the name of Marvin is this? Come now, it's Harvest Moon. Owlishfear says the worst thing about how much the basket costs is that you need to waste one big harvest before you can buy it. You can just dig up, how many would we be talking here? 500 gold things in the mine. That would cover it. That wouldn't be a pleasant way to do it. But that would only take a day or two. And once you have the basket, you don't have to go for the gold things anymore. Alright, hope you enjoyed all that watering crops, because we've got to do it again. And I would do well to check the weather report, so I'll know if I have to do it the day after as well. Oh, I wonder if Popuri's going to come here. I could well give her her weed. I'll give you till 7 to appear, and then I'm giving up. There's a bit of a trick you can do here and walk into the ground if you time it right. But for all I know, it's a PAL only trick. Guess it's a PAL only trick. Or I'm just bad. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Ah, figures. I think I'll give Popuri her weed anyway. Yeah, if you bring the basket to the mine and fill it with gold, silver, and the special blue stuff as well, you'll be rolling in money. Like, it's daft the amount of money you can make in it. A single trip can net you up to 1,200 ducats, I think. I wonder how you are with flowers, let's find out. Neutral, so that's only plus 100. Well, if Karen doesn't like me, I don't think these ones are going to like me anytime soon either. Let's fill our pockets with goodies and be gone. What am I even doing now? Oh, that's right, I need Karen to like me a bit more, so I'll just go and grab a flower for her. I wonder how I'd feel if the same person just kept coming up to me every day with the same kind of flowers. Probably tell them to go away. No, that's not putting it right. I'd probably tell them to bring me money instead. Wreck. I'll deal with you later. Actually, where is Karen on Tuesdays? She can't be at home. I doubt she would be in the pub. She likes the sea, so maybe she's at the beach. I think sometimes she just chills outside the supermarket as well, though. She does like to hang out with Rick a disturbing amount. No such luck. Right, where is that girl? I think sometimes she's over here. Oh, there we go. What is this feeling of intense rage boiling up inside me? Wreck! This is how supervillains are born. Okay, well they've just gone and vanished. Guess these flowers are, they gotta go somewhere else. Get wrecked. Well, there's Anne. Well, clearly I just need to find another woman. Hey Ellie, how about... Doctor. Oh, Marvin is not having the best of days here. She wouldn't even take my flowers. Well, it's a sad, sad day for lonely Marvin today. He needs to go run back to his farm and cry for a bit. How about Mary? I'd like to read a book. I don't care what she's writing. She won't take my flowers either. That's no good. This is no good at all for poor Marvin. I always wonder why it hangs on the chiming there. Surely it's not that intensive to play a short sound file. Okay, times are hard for Marvin. He needs to go and pray in the church. Oh, not you too, Anne. Not you. Hard times for Marvin. He just can't get anyone. He grips the moondrop flowers ever tighter. You smug bastard, Cliff. And I was planning on getting you a job, you hopeless neat. Won't someone take these flowers from me? I think I've exhausted every girl in the village now. And none of them want Marvin. Yoruji says in Katwa Shoujo this will be what happens the day before Kenji time. Pretty much. Just running through the streets crying because nobody loves me. Go for mana, Jake. Live the impossible dream. Aye, mana would be nice. Still, where is that girl Karen? Is she out by the goddess fountain? I think she sometimes hangs out there, but I could be mistaken. There you are. Take my flowers, will you? Purple heart. Now we're talking. I know she's getting the 2-for-1 deal, but I just gotta take it. Oh, hello, Callum. I see you're here to twist the knife. Well, let's get back to doing our crops. At least they can't reject us. So with purple, at least she sees us as a friend. Blue would be close friend. Yellow would be a bit of a fancy. No, I think green comes before yellow. Then there's orange and throbbing red. And before locusts swarm descend on its crops. Things that would be a more Pharaoh level. Jing's grandpa is probably looking down from the heavens, laughing at his grandson. Can't get rid of the big rocks in his field. Can't pick up any of the local wildlife. Rejection at every corner. It's hard times for Marvin. But he's a persevering kind of fellow. It's alright, I gotta treat this like I did the 40-year war against the Ottomans. No matter how badly it goes, I'll overcome my enemy. I hope there's nobody that's either thirsty or really needing to pee, because the sound of water flowing like this probably do things to you. But it won't be long until we cease using this inefficient form of watering. Because once we get that basket going, we have got a much better source of money available to us. At least until we get a better watering can. Yeah, with crops this big, I'm probably doing a bit of overextension, but that's alright. We can tank a bit of corruption. Worst case scenario, Jake, you can just bankrupt Cliff. Settle for Anne's pity prize. We do hold control over that. I think Anne and Popuri are two girls you hold control over in this game. Because you can stop them from going off with their lovers. I believe you can tell on Popuri to stop her from running away. And you can just not tell Cliff about the job and he'll have to bugger off. Shotpun says the 40-year war against the Ottomans. Please explain, Jake. If you Google 40-year war Ottomans, it'll probably be the first result. Probably. I haven't tried. Someday I'd like to go some genuine hot springs. Maybe if I just go a bit further north I'll get some. Now there's also something else I need to get, and I can get it when I have 5? Well no, my next turnip harvest I can get what I need. Second result actually, okay. There we go, we're all tanked up. I want to grab one more flower that I can give to my beloved before we enter the 11th. I think we're about to enter the 11th anyway. Oh, I missed this. I'll forget the flower then, I'm all about the money. Ferguson Carroll, good evening. Now you can just eat things that you pick up, well, as long as they're edible. So I could eat this bluegrass, but why eat something when you can sell it for good money? Just want to take a quick look over my crops, make sure they're all watered. If anything is missed, I will be seeing it before too long, but that's alright. Let's get ourselves into bed. Can't remember if I spoke to my horse or not. Doesn't matter. And I already did my dog, right? Of course I did. Such a comfortable game, even if I am, well, being trounced at every corner by my love rivals. At least my dog loves me. At least the TV loves me. I was hoping for rain instead of sun, but I'll take it. Let's watch some life on the farm. Farmer Fran, yes, Jimmy. I still can't split stumps. What level is your axe? I worked hard and got it to 2. When you swing your axe at the stump, do you stay in place? No! Well, that's the reason. When you swing at things like stumps, big stones and rocks that can't be broken with a single hit, you have to keep it in the same position and continue to hit the object till it busts apart. Indeed, it is a lot of work, but we also have Song Hour, right? What have we got? Samurai Boy, let's hear the song. The natto song. Add natto, add mustard, add soy sauce too. Mix them up and add an egg, just the yolk, okay. Cut green onions, stir it up, stir it up, stir it up. Natto, yum. What a wonderful way to eat natto. Thank you very much. I had no idea what natto was when I played this game. Have we got any mail? Ooh. If you have horses or cows or sheep and you do not have a brush, I recommend you buy one. Saibara the blacksmith. That's just spam mail. Okay, so how are we doing on the money front? We have a good chunk of money, but it could be better, right? I think I'll save 5 of these. I need 5,000 ducats for the basket. And each time I do this I get 180. And I got 8 times 8 of these, right? So what's 8 times 8 times 60? Going for the berry, Jake. I would like to get the berry. I'm thinking about it. But it all comes down to how much money I have. 3,800 or so. 3,840. Well, at least this cuts almost in half the amount of watering that we have to do. That said, though, it's better to get your watering out of the way at the start of the day, so enjoy. Once these potatoes come up, though, they're going to be worth a lot of money. 80 a pop. Jake, you're still 1160 short. Yeah, but I got some dosh in the bank. If there's one thing I pride myself on, it's extremely good financial abilities. Even when things look as tight as they can be. That is why I have my no loan policy. Loans are a crutch. Unless, of course, we're talking about Euro Truck Sim too, because you can't put a price on having your own set of wheels. Even before Jake is 10 gold short. It's probably going to have to wait till tomorrow anyway. I need to harvest everything I can. Right, we're leaving behind... Let me do the quick thought here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that's fine. I can harvest all of these. And I need to make sure I get the forage items as well. And then we'll do a stock take on how much money we have going forward. Go say hello to Caesar, Jake. I will. I hope. Running out of time here. I've only got 5 hours to harvest all of this stuff and go and get my forage goods. Especially on harvest days when you don't have basket or extremely big backpack or grown-up horse. You can end up spending a lot of your day on the farm, so it's pretty important that you don't sleep in. What's heartbreaking is when you throw things into the shipping bin and you miss. And you watch your new goods just break open on the ground. Oh, it's nasty. I want a good relationship with Karen. I want a great relationship with Karen. But I don't want to spend tons of money buying wine for her. You can't get paid and buy the basket because you don't get paid until 5. That's right, but at least I can buy the basket tomorrow. Alright, that'll keep us tight. I still need to do a touch of watering. But now I can go and get the forageables. Or your horse moves when you throw a pineapple at it. Another potential worry. That's 100 ducats right there. Another 60, another 60. One thing I thought this game was really missing was enough metrics. I want to see more about money I make from shipping stuff. This is an important site for a new watering can, Jake. A glance at the map will show you why. I love Syracuse. I don't really think I did it justice. No, I certainly did not do it justice when I streamed it. I feel a bit ashamed about that. I messed up and I had to build a whole load of small castles right in the corner. I should not have had to do that. Some better layout would have had me destroying that mission with nothing but grand insulae. But you can't win them all. And that... No! No, that wasn't good. That was the opposite of good. So rich, I just have to throw my money away. Nervous says, good god, this looks tedious. Upgrades can't come soon enough. You're kind of missing the point here, though. Yeah, we want to keep that. I'll track down Karen later on. She's not that hard to find. As long as Rick isn't gallivanting away with her. Bloomin' Rick. So are we doing on the money front? We are doing pretty basket. That's how we're doing. I get the basket tomorrow and I start making great money. And then the watering can. And once you have a watering can and a basket, oh my, the amount of harvesting you can do. Better say hi to my horse while I'm here. Jake, is the autonomy staying at 90+% after raising autonomy on a territory and making a state and autonomy not going down? A bug? No, it's working as designed. I just don't really like how it works. It's just a pretty big change to change that, so we'll see. Alright, horse is standing annoyingly close to the exit, but that's alright. We'll make it happy nonetheless. And night is upon us already. I wonder where Karen is on Wednesday nights. Seems she doesn't want me to know for some reason. I think everything looks watered there. It's looking good. Take care of these and we are good to go. And you as well. She's at the beach, Jake. Alright, I hope she stays there for a wee while. Finish off my watering, go and see her, give her a flower, proclaim our undying love towards her. And my character's saying, give me a break, lad, so I better go to the hot springs as well. I'm sure she's getting hammered, or at least Rick's getting plowed for sure. It's a hard life for Marvin, but we'll see how everyone treats me when 90% of the GDP of this damn village comes from me. Now, whether that's down to me destroying the other farms or simply turning enough of a profit, we shall see. Ah, you're looking good today, Karen. No, I like you. Have some flowers. Oh, I've got my pole, actually. She walks away the moment I whip it out. This isn't looking too good, though. Nothing but garbage, which is a shame. I should probably go and confess to littering, because once you've littered, it really, you stop catching fish and you only get garbage. I shouldn't be fishing up this much garbage in the ocean. Maybe the game has some kind of anti-theft recognition in it. Oh, I'm starting to think it does. Well, put all the rubbish we found into the bin, and let's get back. I'm going to chill out in the hot springs, and tomorrow is a new day, a new basket day. Jings, I'm looking forward to having that. She's so embarrassed by your fishing skills that she doesn't even want to see it. Yeah, well, I'm doing good on the fishing, so, Oh, that's not the place to go fishing. Because it's my fishing, it's my fish pond. Johnny Test 464 is saying the chat went straight out of PG-13. That's okay though, the PG-13 rating applies to me and nobody else. I don't force my values on others. I thought I would have stopped this long ago, but I'm enjoying this. That is to say, enjoying it more than I had suspected, which is why we're still going. Jings, if I had a hot springs within walking distance of my home, I suspect I would be doing this each night. Imagine just chilling in a hot spring, listening to some gentle music, or even listening to nothing at all, and relaxing, with the squirrels by your side. PG-13 unless it's Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday is lewd night, but even then I keep myself PG-13. Gotta hold myself to some standards. Jake, does Sweden not have saunas? Yeah, they do. But they're bigger on dry saunas, which I'm not a fan of. The Finns have the right idea by throwing water all over it. And there's one at work, which is quite nice. Buy a hot tub, almost the same. Yeah, I also need to find a place to live to install it. That is one of the worst things about this city. Nowhere for filthy immigrants like me to live. Morning, dog. At least you love me. Let's get some rain on the go. Lovely. How's Farmer Fran doing? I don't know how to use the fishing rod. You shouldn't have any problem if you equip it and press the square button. The lake in the mountain is one of the best intermediate places to go fishing. But once you have the upgraded one, the ocean is the best. That said though, I'm not all that interested in fishing, period, so maybe I should just ditch it. Nah. Okay, not long until we get some beautiful cucumbers on the go. But until then, I got something to do with these. Because we had 5 bachelorettes. Oh. Well, this was unintended, but what's going on? That's the theme of Karen. Yes, and it's called Rick. Well, yes. No, she ain't having none of it. Oh, Marvin is so alone. Alright, let's let out our blues here. Hello, dear. That's the goddess. Let's just keep lobbing turnips at her. I can't remember if I need to throw 15 or 20 goodies into her waterfall. Well, we're soon gonna find out. Now this is a real marriageable woman. Can you marry the goddess? No. You can in some games, but not this one. Don't you keep her out in a pond in one of them? Deities are really falling in power these days. I got until 5 PM to make my way to the shops and buy that basket. So until then I'm going to harass the goddess. Jake, it's 5, 10, 20. Bollocks. Oh well. I don't have enough for the full 20. I'm glad to see you come so often. Have this, eat it. There we go. That's another power berry down the hatch. And another good bit of power for us. 10 and 20 though, damn. Oh well, we can get it to 10. Also, how are you... Wait, where did Anne go? Why does everyone leave Marvin? So lonely. I know 20 crops gives me the nice 1,000 ducats. Not that that's worth that much, it's just a nice event. I think Karen hangs out down here every now and then, but not 100% on that. Jake, what do you think about Caesar 3? Is it a good game in your opinion? I can't believe you're asking that, Chilak. I've almost finished doing the whole damn campaign this year. whilst constantly saying how much I love Caesar 3. Now granted, you might think that's a lie, but... Alright. Another 3 and another 1, and we'll have most of what we need out of the goddess. Caesar 3 to me is the city builder. Oh, they're back. I guess they got intimidated by the goddess. That's fine though, I'll give Popuri her daily weed. And talk to them both. Jake, what about the Caesar 3 remake on Steam? I played it. It was awful. Which makes me feel bad, because I saw early screenshots where they were using the assets from the original Caesar 3. And it looked good. But now it does not, and it's vile. Yes, I came to... No, hold it, hold it. Take your weeds. That's a bit harsh. Does she pass through here, I wonder? No, okay. Let's grab some flowers, because we're on our way to see our beloved Karen. Oh, I wonder if she'll say anything here. Okay. I have in my memory that she's the only one who has a moving sprite when you talk to her, when she originally has her eyes closed and then opens them, but I might be completely wrong about that. More than likely am. Shellac says, I got here through your Caesar 3 videos on YouTube. Well, that's interesting. Most people end up here from Europa Universalis. But the world is full of different folks. Come on, Karen. Ugh, no. Oh well, at least we can pick up the basket. One of the most important items in the game, and I think he put it towards our farm. I want that backpack though, I want it a lot. The good thing about Caesar I is that it's open source. Yeah, but the good thing about Caesar 3 is that it's really good. Have you tried Lethis Path of Progress? No, I wasn't interested. Just looks like the same game with a walker system but set in a steampunk universe, and I am not interested in steampunk. Also, where's Karen? Someone's got to get these flowers. Oh well. And here's the moneymaker. Hold on, wasn't I meant to drop off one more of these at the goddess? Just one should be enough. Better answer our question of where's Karen? Well, if it isn't Marvin again, you've come so often. Let me do something for you. Do you have a sweetheart? Yes, I do. When in doubt, get God on your side. Well, I know it's not lewd night, but let's get some hot springs seen on Karen. Sure she'll take our flowers now. I see Karen hasn't shaved recently. Just ain't Marvin's lucky week. Not at all. Dennis Wolf, all kinds of confused. What is the what? Okay, now that we have the basket here, we can just dunk things in like we're doing the chaos dunk. Gotta be careful to actually hit here, but look how much easier this becomes. Oh man, it's like I'm playing a different game. And pop. Doesn't matter if you miss unloading the basket though, which is nice. So what am I doing now? I need enough money to upgrade my watering can. I certainly have the experience for it. I hope these potatoes are going to be done soon, because all this one-by-one watering is a real pain. But this is actually probably going to be the last day we ever do this one-by-one watering, because I'm going to have plenty of money, like he says. I'll upgrade the watering can, and then from there it's nothing but Profit City. At least she understands it isn't Wednesday, so no lewd, Jake. Oh, we'll be getting lewd. And although Wednesday is guaranteed lewd, we can have it on other days. Oh, I say lewd, I mean, we've been playing that alchemy game for a while and we haven't been seeing any lewd. We've just had irritating ladies inside our bedroom. Okay, so another chunk of money, and we're almost up to the 3,000 that we need for the backpack. That said, I think I'll prioritize the watering can over the backpack. So do I need 4,000 ducats or 5,000? Let me think. Bronze, silver, gold, blue. But then the blue might be 5. Well, 5,000 to be safe, I guess. Looking good. I don't think Karen will be all that impressed with the shekels you'll have, as Rick would have taken her by then. Don't worry, anybody, and I mean anybody, can be taken with money. Whitel Watt says, man, you have to play so long before any lewd. So it seems. Let's do this. Might be selling myself short by going in early. I think I'll dunk myself in the hot springs first. Just half an hour in here should be more than enough to get rid of all that stamina loss. The lewd starts in chapter 4, Jake's still in chapter 1. That's harsh, but like I said, the game really intrigues me. I want to spend a lot of time on it. The trouble is just finding time. Time is a resource that I have long since lost. The winter mine is the superior place to be doing this, but we don't have access to that just yet. We need to grab our basket and head on down. I think I'll settle for anything silver or better, because this is how the money is made. At least for a wee bit. After all, it is a farming game, not a mining game. Some rip-off game called Minecrafter came out a wee bit after this game. Forget the bronze, forget the junk, I'm interested in the silver. Ah, shoot, the junk fell in here. That's a waste of a slot. Ah, that's a waste of some gold. This is going smooth. Terrible thing you can do is accidentally leave your basket down in the mine, because you'll have to go and dig it out. The basket, I believe, is irreplaceable, so you don't want to lose it. I don't think you can lose it unless you put it into the pot during the big cooking festival. The big nabby pot festival, I believe it is. Digging ore with a hoe, what incredible technique. No, we don't have Karen with us. It's a shame it's so late into the night in-game. It means we don't get any music going on. It's alright. Maybe we can hum it. Well, maybe you can hum it. Not me. It sounds like a bad festival if people have to eat baskets. I don't think they call it Nabby Festival, but that's what it is. It's just a big hot pot. And the thing is, you can put your dog in the hot pot, and you will lose your dog forever. Suffice to say, do not put your dog in the hot pot, because everyone will eat your dog. I don't want people to eat Homer. If you pick up your basket and press triangle over it, you'll see how many crops it contains. It contains 19 and has a capacity for 30. I think the average price of what's going to be in it is going to be about 25, maybe even 30. So what is 30 times 30? That's 900 ducats. And the wonderful thing about being down here is that time does not pass. So you can do this for a very, very long time and grind all that ore. Can you put the squirrel in there? No, you cannot put livestock. Oh, into the nabby. Then I believe you can, yes. I think you can put anything you can hold into that. Including Mary's book, a bandage, some recipes for food, some fodder. Yeah, there's no shortage of the stuff you can put in that hot pot. People are asking if there's going to be any EU4 tonight. There will not be EU4 tonight. I pondered the idea and I decided against it because it's already pretty late and I got work in the morning. So are we looking? Alright, the basket is full. So I'm going to try and grab a couple more. Some gold is nice, but I need the blue stuff here. Well, I guess I can come for the blue stuff later on since... kinda don't want to bother with this though. We'll grab one and get out. Come on, get that. It's the blue stuff. Which means goodbye gold. Let's go. Jake, can't you just marry Karen and take her to the house via your basket? If only, but no. Can't put people in the basket, even if they are very small like Stu and May. New Gen Harvest Moon exists. It's called Story of Seasons in the Western release. I actually want to get Story of Seasons. It costs about 30 quid though, so I'm a little hesitant to buy yet another Harvest Moon on a portable device for that kind of money, especially since I sunk so much time into Rune Factory 4 and would not have the time to be spending on Story of Seasons. But then I saw some of the bachelorettes and decided that maybe I should part with that money. A fool and his ducat are soon to be parted. So, slam dunk. We never did see Karen to give her a flower. I wonder if she's still at the pub. I hope she is. We can try our luck. If you could put people in the basket, you could have human hot pot too. You can put ore in. Okay, if Basil's coming away and Kano, then probably the bar is closed. Ah, I think I just missed her. Oh well, story of my life. Jake's Story of Seasons is pretty good. Not sure if I'm playing it right, as keep getting messages telling me to stop grinding away in the farm for ducats. But the game actually tells you that? How strange. Lucas is back asking if I'm married yet. I am certain that that is not possible by the 12th day, because you need a fully developed house for that. And even if money was no object, you wouldn't be able to get the wood in time. Well, no, that's not strictly true. Even if money were no object, it takes time to do that. Right, it's a rainy day tomorrow, so we won't even have to water crops. Make a diary and head to bed. Lucky is asking if I've played all the Harvest Moons. I have not. I have not played Harvest Moon 64. I have not played a few of the most recent Harvest Moons either. I did play the SNES one. I don't think I played Friends from Mineral Town, and I heard that that was one of the best ones out there. Okay, we got sunshine tomorrow, which is not what we're looking for. What we're looking for is loads of money. And if we have potatoes, we might just have that. We've got potatoes. Engage loads of money mode. Ireland survives today. This is really the payoff that you get for slaving over your farm for so long. The harvest day with a basket just feels good. In they go. Ah. That's what we play for. I'm not sure how late the blacksmith is open till, but with all these potatoes I should have the money to upgrade. And this is all looking good. The weeds are probably going to mess up our formations there, but that's okay. And this is nice as well, because I don't have to make multiple trips anymore. I just take the basket with me everywhere I go. Technology. Could grab that flower, but there's no space. I want to keep the green stuff. The blue rock, rather, for my upgrade, which sadly I can't afford yet. I only have 2,000 of the probably 5,000 ducats I need. Jake, can you please be at your farm at 5 PM so we can hear the vendor's loads of stuff message? I doubt what I had was enough for the loads of stuff message. Needs to be a huge value for that. But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, that was how many potatoes? 8, 8, 8, and 8. Plus whatever. We can take stock on how much we've shipped already. So, yeah, we've certainly done enough to win the game. If I slept for the rest of the game, I would win. Alright, give me a price point, my friend. I want this upgraded with this. I would like to level up my tool. 5,000. That is far from okay. Well, how are you doing? Underappreciated apprentice. Okay, well, never mind all of these jokers. Let's go and find my beloved. Jake, unfortunately Marvin is behind in Diplotech and Rick is way ahead, and that's why Karen is getting hammered by Rick and not Marvin. We'll win in the end, just you wait and see. There's no point in buying up seeds since I won't be watering them anytime soon. Right, where is Karen though? It's a rainy day, surely she wouldn't be over in the beach. Maybe she pops out at about 11. Nope, I wonder where she is. She better not be with Rick, that's for sure. Oh, we should drop by and say hello to Anne. No Juan either. I wish I could remember what time he appears, since he sells some of the best seeds. Unfortunately, we're too late into the season to capitalize on cabbages, since I think they take 15 days to mature. And with our watering can out of commission for 3 days, that's going to be a no-go. When it rains, Cannon hides out in the supermarket all day, Jake. Alright, we can bomb about until 12. If she's not there at 12, then forget it. I'll go and investigate the Saibara workshop to see what time, or rather, what time he's open till, because if he's open in the evening, I might be able to get my... not here. Might be able to get my groove on when it comes to upgrading. Oh, how's Mary getting on? Not at all, because I'm so poor and I want to hide out in the library to dry off. Okay, she's a nerd. I'm done here. Nobody loves Marvin. Truly nobody. Right, so what time are you open? Closed on Thursdays. Ah, you close at 4 PM. That's unfortunate. It means I'll have to wait till tomorrow to get my watering can upgrade started. Well, maybe. We'll try popping in at 6 and see what happens. Jake, why do you hate Megane characters so much? It's not about her glasses. I mean, I need glasses, but she's just a bit lame. Alright, 2 PM. Surely our beloved Karen is on the go by now. Yes. You're very welcome, Karen. Oh, but I spy the real prey right here. Hello, Mana. Don't worry, I'll listen to you all day. Don't sell anything to Duke. How's the supermarket supposed to make money? And also, 5,000 gold. Did he also buy a basket? And what does he need a basket for? There's so many questions. I'm a little curious if the church is open for business right now, and by business I mean confessing to my sins. Because I feel like it thinks I've been littering a lot, given I haven't been able to catch anything. Hear me out, Pastor. I littered. I don't even think I did litter, but my skills at fishing have been uncannily poor. No, it's not okay, Cliff. Anne's heart should be mine. Let's try doing a touch of fishing. I really would like a big fish to start my fishing pond with. Even though breeding takes so long and requires so much food. Which means I am terrible at this. Oh, baby, not anymore. That was a big fish. They sell for a lot of money. Come on. Ah, fish bones, no good. Now we can litter all we want on the farm, so I'm going to take these fish bones back home and dump them on the ground. I'm sure they'll make good fertilizer. And then, well, I want the delivery man to admire how much we ship away. And now we're going to get our upgraded water can. Flusk. That's a good looking fish. Away you go. Yeah, wasn't enough for him to be truly impressed. Now what I would like... an accessory. Orichalcum can be found in the winter cave, which unsurprisingly you can't access until winter. 39 lumber. Lumber is very expensive to buy, but it's very time consuming to chop down. It's a better system than Rune Factory has, though. God damn, those building materials are no fun allowed. You gotta spend hours chopping or buying wood or stone. I mean real-time hours, so forget that. Looks good, no real reason to stay up any longer this Friday, so diary entry and sleep time. Did I top myself up on the springs? I hope I did. And there we go. With today, we're never going to have to deal with the 1x1 watering. What's going on in the world today? Oh, there's something happening today. Spring Thanksgiving. Give cookies to girls to show your appreciation. Well, that's nice, except I don't know how to cook, so forget that. Okay, sunshine on its way, which is a bit of a shame because it means our crops are not going to be watered. But we can live with that. Because would you look at that, we've got cucumbers at long last. So why am I watering them even though we have cucumbers right here? Well, cucumbers are a regrowable crop. That means even once you pluck out the cucumber, it's going to regrow, and I should be able to get at least 3 harvests out of my cucumbers this season. There'd be even more money to make on them if I planted them early, so it pays to plant your regrowables early. But I needed the instant crops from the instant cash for my turnip crops, so I bought them early instead. Prodiful saying that's not a cucumber. Listen, who's the farmer here? You or Marvin? Don't see your farming diploma. Or your blue cap. Avav Caesar. Service to the Empire. Excellent. You could always buy cookies and give them. It may give you quite an edge, and if you don't, Rick will be on top of you, or rather Cat and Jake. You cannot buy cookies in this game. I know what you're getting at, though. Alright, so everything is watered. There's nothing else for us to worry about here, which is good. So, first things first, I'm going to harvest all bar 3 of these. Maybe all bar 6, because you never know when I'm going to cock up. Well, you do know when I'm going to cock up. It's whenever I say anything even remotely encouraging to myself. I trust I have loads of money for this. Plenty. So away you go. Let's grab our goodies and go get foraging. Opens at 10, right? There you go. Now it's better to go straight for the... I always forget what this kind of ore is called. But it's better to go for the most advanced tool you can. Otherwise you just have to bring it back twice or more. An exception can be made for the axe, which can go up to bronze and be pretty much as good as fully done. Alright, so hands are free. Let's grab 3 of these. And onwards. Time to see a vile and vicious villager. Jake, can Marvin level up other disappointing things in his life? Only his tools. And that does not include the pole. Your watering can, your axe, your sickle, your hoe, and your hammer. Alright, so I often forget the positioning on this one, but this should be good. You. Stave you away with cucumbers. Alright, Kappa. Give me the goodies. So that was a special Mystic Berry, and I always forget what it does, but it's probably really good. I believe it helps you not face any bad effects when working in the rain, when you normally build up fatigue from working in it. But that's all I know. Or rather, all I can remember. I used to know everything about this damn game. And by replaying it for the first time in several years, I come to the realization that I do not know it so well. Hope you're proud of yourself, Jake. The massacre is on your hands. That's fine. It's important not to be half-hearted about things. So with this, we need to give Karen her customary gift and talk to her. But I do wish she liked us a bit more. I'm not about to shell out for some alcohol for her, but I really want her up to Blue Heart. The thing is, she's only probably at about 7,000 out of 15,000 affection towards us. And each of these flowers is only giving 300. And give multiple, but the effect goes down after the first. Wreck! Oh, what's this? I sense a divide. And I need to get my rant's sensibilities in there and thrust into that divide. Hold up, Karen, I'm waiting for you. So, loser, how does it feel? Damn right, you're the cat. Let me chase down Karen. The goddess is helping Marvin out for some reason. The goddess loved my turnips, so you give a little, you get a little. That's how it goes in life. Saturdays, though, I never quite remember where Karen hangs out on Saturday. Why be anywhere when you can be at home? I hear you, girl. Still only at Purple Heart, though. And there's no point really buying any seeds because, well, I have no watering can. In that sense, there's not really much point to doing anything. I could go mining for money, but that's not really in the spirit of the game. At least not playing it like this. In fact, I've been going on for almost 4 hours, so I think I'm going to can it here. How's it going, Stu? You doing something in my house? No. What items do I have? Okay, just bamboo shoots and such. How's it going, Ellen? You're looking fine and very alive. There's that backpack upgrade, Jake. Yes, it only costs 3,000 of my 700 ducats. Alright, how's it going, Mary? Yes, I do know. Listen, shut up and take this. Ho ho! Tickled your fancy, haven't I? There we go. We'll leave her for a while. Leave her stewing in those feelings. Mary really likes foraged items, as does her father. But it's not Basil we're looking for. Would if we could, but this game was back in simpler times when men loved women and women loved other women. So I can't be getting any of the bachelors on my side. Oh right, I almost missed these little fellas, didn't I? There's money to be made. Come with me, cucumbers. Jake, why are you teasing the nerds? Because that's what nerds are for. There we go. We can sit and look proud about the work we've done. Through this ground there used to be all kinds of crops. We grew them, nurtured them, and sold them off to the highest bidder. How's it going, Zach? Did that girl like your gift? Yes, you will. Oh, nice. We can almost afford that backpack, no less. Thank you, cucumbers. But I think that's going to be it for us for tonight. Who was the girl from the intro, Jake? Well, that's the question, isn't it? And I don't really have the answer. What I do have is a diary entry, and then Casus Belli on sleep. Jake, hot spring. I don't think I did enough action to really require going into the hot springs. I hope not, at least. Otherwise, I feel like a right fool when I sleep in. See, no sleeping in, no problem. Unfortunately, there's more sun on its way, so we're not going to be having any extras done to our crops whilst we wait here. But that's all for us for tonight. I gotta get myself to bed. There'll be more streaming throughout the week, as there often is. But for me, for now, cheers and cheerio.